Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Serrano. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the BLU G91S. But I truly appreciate you for coming through. Let's get this video up to at least 30 likes within the first day, right? So we could beat the YouTube algorithm. Every single like helps the channel. But today we're going to be talking about the top 5 reasons to buy the BLU G91S. But if you're brand new to the channel, I truly appreciate you for coming through and kicking it with me. Right, I truly appreciate you. I definitely appreciate you for spending, your time with me. That's very valuable. But let's just talk about the G91S. But if you're already a part of the crew, salute. So the first reason to buy the G91S is going to be the battery, because this phone is going to have a 6,000 milliamp hour battery, which is going to last you more than a full day. It might even last you two days or more. And it has a really beautiful design on here. As you can see, we get a headphone jack down below, Type-C for the charging microphone, as well as the speaker down there. We even get a microphone at the top for dual mics on here, so it's going to be really good sound quality when it comes to the phone calls. But the battery is going to be a standout feature with this thing, because it's just going to hold up really well when it comes to like using this thing, and for an extended period of time. You're definitely going to get some really good you're definitely going to get a full day's worth plus some more with this thing. So I definitely think that's pretty cool, because the battery is going to be an absolute beast. No matter what you're trying to do on here, it's going to hold up pretty well when you're taking phone calls, text messages, social media, Instagram, Facebook, the Meta, YouTube, Netflix, things of that sort. And it's going to be a really solid phone overall, because what I'm saying, you're going to be able to watch all your content on here. Definitely one of my favorite devices when it comes to the battery life. And obviously you're going to get some really, really long battery life, and it's going to be solid. I can't emphasize that enough. I really can't emphasize that enough, because the battery life is going to be straight fire on this device. So this dude is going to have a real solid battery life. So that's the first reason why you should buy the first reason you should buy the BLU G91S. But if you're still here, make sure you type down below in the comment section, I'm still here, so I know that you're still rocking with me and everything like that. So I know that you're still here rocking and watching the video. But the next reason is going to be the display, guys. And this has a really beautiful display panel on here. It's going to be a very large panel, 6.8 inches. As you can see, I could barely get the phone to fit in the screen. And you can see it's going to be a really, really solid panel to look at. You know what I mean? It's definitely going to be really solid, because it's got that 6.8 inches LCD, IPS LCD capacitive touchscreen with 84 screen to body ratio, and then the punch hole cut out at the very top of the phone is going to be real solid. Let me turn off notifications, because I feel like I'm going to get a lot of those on here. So let me just turn those off right there. But it's going to be a really solid experience when it comes to watching this guy on YouTube, Netflix, anything like that. You're going to have a really good time watching, content on this guy. So I can't stress that enough. Oh, snap. Old school Jordan with the dunk. He snapped right there. That's crazy. That's crazy. Old school Jordan with the, he took flight. That's crazy at 42 years old. But 1080 by 2460 for the display ratio on this thing. It also has 385 pixels per inch on here, so you're going to get a really nice experience when it comes to the scrolling and also social media. It's just going to be a really nice experience overall. So I can't emphasize that enough, that you're going to get a really nice experience when it comes to the scrolling and social media on this device. And so if you're looking for a really solid experience, something that you could, browse the web, do pretty much everything you want to do on a daily basis, it's got a really beautiful panel to look at with the 6.8 inches. Now, the next reason that I want to talk about, the third reason to buy this guy is it has a gaming chip on here. I just washed my hands, and let me just go right here and show you the settings option. So when we go to the settings option in graphics, this guy actually performs in ultra frame rate with the smooth, which is one of my favorite settings on here. So it's going to be a really solid device when you're actually gaming on here, for the most part. Oh snap, I'm shooting at the wrong. That's crazy. You can draw first blood on here, right? You can get first kill. But wow, this is really going to be a really solid performer when it comes to the gaming on here. So if you're the type of person who likes to game, it's got the MediaTek Helio G80, which is the 12 nanometer processing chip. And it's going to be clocked in very well frequencies when it comes to the gaming performance. So it's going to be clocked in at, I think it's like 2.0 gigahertz, which is pretty decent. It's going to be a really good solid speed if you're the type of person who likes to play games on your smartphone, right? So I definitely think this is going to be a really solid experience for the most part when you're actually gaming on this device. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the cameras, because we're going to get a 48 megapixel main camera, a 5 megapixel ultra wide camera, and then a 2 megapixel depth sensor on here, which has autofocus, continuous shooting, digital zoom, geotagging, panorama mode, HDR, autofocus, face detection, and white balance settings. And this can go up to the 1080 30 frames per second, right? So it's going to be really solid right here. You can see the front facing camera, and you could go right here. You could actually get GIF beauty mode on here, portrait. You could customize the depth on here as well. You can go right here and you get all your different options, mirror mode, so you could switch it to the left or the right. And then right here you get your photos. Regular photos can go up to 4 times zoom on the front, and then on the front of the display is going to be a 13 megapixel snapper on the front of here, so that's going to be real solid, right? But when you flip it around, you get that 48 megapixel snapper, which is going to be real solid. You get 4 times zoom with the digital zoom on here, so it's going to be pretty decent. It's not going to be like that real clear zoom, but I mean, if you're just taking some snaps, you definitely can get some really solid pictures. This has night mode, 108 megapixel mode, pro mode, as well as beauty mode, time lapse, slow motion, and GIF, and intelligent scanning. So definitely some really useful features that I noticed on here that were really good, but it definitely takes some pretty decent details on here when it comes to the cameras. It's not going to be like real crazy when it comes to like quality, but you will get some real colorful, nice looking usable pictures that you could use for social media, Meta, Instagram, like stuff like that. Look at the snaps that I took of this bird right here cleaning himself off or whatever. So just some really nice snaps that I was able to take with this guy. But I definitely can say that this is going to be a really decent phone when it comes to the details and overall picture quality when you're using this thing outdoors or anything like that. It's just going to be a really nice experience when it comes to the photography. So I definitely like the cameras on here, and that's the fourth reason why you should buy. Top 5 reason, the fourth reason to buy in 2022. Now this device does come with Android 11 out of the box, and it does have dual SIMs. You could use dual SIMs on here, so that's pretty cool, because if you want to use 2 SD cards, you do have that option. You also do have the fingerprint sensor around back, headphone jack on here, which is gonna in expandable storage up to 512 with the SD card as well. So it's really crazy, but It also does have Android 11, like I said, out of the box with 4 gigabytes of RAM, 128 of internal storage. So as far as the storage and the overall system, when it comes to this guy, it's gonna have a lot of cool features for using this thing. Lift to wake, 3 fingers for the split, 3 fingers for the screenshot, flip to silence. But it's going to be running Android 11, and a lot of people don't like Android 12, right? A lot of people told me they hate Android 12, right? So it's going to be on Android 11. I'm not sure if it'll get Android 12 yet, but this thing is running some pretty decent power on here. It does feel really nice in the hand, does have a really nice feedback on here when you're using it. It does get some updates from time to time, but it's not going to be like the craziest when it comes to updates, right? It's not going to be on that March 2022 update like all my phones are, but it will get updated eventually. And we also do get a pretty decent amount of storage on here, so you could download all your games. The system only takes up 20 gigabytes, which is pretty cool as well. But let me know what you think about the BLU G91 Pro not the G91 Pro, the G91S in 2022, the top 5 reasons to buy. Let me know down below what you think about this thing. I definitely think it's going to be a pretty solid experience when you're taking a look at a budget phone for this price, and also the features that it does have to offer. But I'm going to get right back with you. Make sure if you found this video helpful, that you hit the like button, because every single like helps the channel. And make sure you stay locked in for more videos just like this, and I'm going to get right back with you later, crew. Peace.